Okay, let's do that again. Hi, I am back. I don't know when I'm uploading this video, so I don't know which one's gonna be the first one, but your girl's back. I'm doing fine. I'm recovering really well. I threw up a few hours ago because I think I ate too much, but I felt like I was lacking protein, so I kind of ate too much protein, I think, or I ate too fast, but I threw up for the first time ever, okay? Sorry. I'm trying to clean up this little area here. It's just, I keep it messy because Max likes to come up here and just throw all my shit, which is, he's a cat, you know, it's normal. He's looking at me like, bitch, you're talking about me. But anyways, my hair is doing great after the oil treatment, but I wanted to just come here. Focus, bitch. Okay, so I wanted to come here, subscribe, do all the shit you want to do, you know. You can like, subscribe, all those things help me out, help this channel grow. So I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. And I feel like I just kind of always had it like in the back of my head. But I've had a few friends who have told me from the very beginning. Okay, so I started YouTube 2011. I had a whole different channel. I don't have access to that channel anymore because it was before YouTube and Google combined. So I don't have that email anymore, but the channel's still up. I haven't checked on it recently, but a few years ago I did check just see because I wanted to see like where I started off, and it was still up. I haven't checked it recently, but I started in 2011, right after leaving high school. I was, you know, it was very short-lived. And then I came back. Okay, I came back. Different channel, different name, blah blah blah, etc. And I think you guys know that at the time that I started my channel again, I was having a horrible marriage, okay? And I didn't really know at that time where this channel was gonna go. But anyways, this is what I want to talk about. So right when I started back on YouTube, I remember telling my ex-best friend about it. And then after being on YouTube for like, I don't know for how long, maybe 6 months or a year or two. I don't really remember, to tell you the truth. Everything towards the end of that friendship was a blur. I don't remember certain things. I just remember, this is my thing. I remember the trauma. I don't remember the details. Like I don't remember none of that crap. But she mentioned like, oh, well, you've been doing this for a while. Like, why don't you have this many subscribers? And I just said, well, I'm a normal human being. I'm not trying to make YouTube my #1 financial provider. That would be nice, okay? That would be nice. That means that my mom wouldn't be working anymore and I can help her out, you know? And I'm not there yet. And if I never get there, I'm okay. Like I did this. But instead of them helping, and when I say them as in friends, instead of them promoting my channel, instead of them, you know, like talking to their friends about it or anything, like I felt like I was getting this pressure that I didn't have enough subscribers or I didn't have enough views, or, you know, you need to do this or you need to do that. And at the beginning I became like concerned. Why am I not getting this many views? Why am I not getting this many subscribers? Why this? Why that? I became exactly like them, okay? Like thinking like, okay, these people, you know, this person, I remember I watched a video like where they were explaining how people can get more views and how this person who had only done it for 6 months was like making all this money. So I then took a step back. I said, you know what? I just want to be an honest person on my channel. I'm a very blunt, honest human being. I'm like this with my friends, with my family. People who truly know me, know that I will always have the good intention in giving the best advice that I can give as a person who's been through a lot of crap. But the one thing I will never do on this channel or in this channel, whatever is the right way, is lie to you guys and tell you, hey, this is a new product, go buy it. No, that will never be me, okay? That will never be me. Why? Because I was one of those viewers, subscribers that every time an influencer reviewed a palette, reviewed something, I went and bought it. And it got to the point where I had so much makeup that it was overwhelming. Okay? Not just makeup, clothes and all stuff. And I'm at the process where I'm eliminating clothes because since I've done, you know, I'm doing this weight loss thing. But another friend commented this. She's also, this is a whole different person, a whole different, we're not friends either. And it's not me, it's them. It's just that, look, as a person who has been with so much trauma with my dad, with people in my life, friends and family, I get to the point in my life where if I feel like there's nothing that we need from each other, as in like, I'm already giving you so much advice and you're not listening to me, I'm just gonna walk away. Because let me tell you, I get a lot of people that come to me for advice because I'm so blunt, because I'm so honest, and I'm the one that rips the band-aid. I'm like, I'm sorry, I love you, but you need to hear this out. Someone needs to tell you, and it's gonna be, I'm the bitch. I'm just the bitch, okay? So, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not having any friends. I'd rather have no friends than have fake friends that put me through trauma, put me through this, put me through that. But anyways, I had another friend. We met and became very close very, very quickly. She came into my life right when I lost my first ex-friend. And it was nice having her. But same thing. She heard about my channel. I usually don't tell people about my channel unless I like feel like I can trust them, you know. But I told her about my channel and she subscribed, all that crap and everything, and she immediately was like, hey girl, like, why don't you put your products, you know, what you're using, like in the description? And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys why. A lot of the things that I own are limited edition. You're not gonna find them, okay? They were around when they were around, they sold out, and that's it. Second thing, a lot of the things that I own are not reproduced, as in the company has sold or etc. I have a lot of Kat Von D, and I'm saying Kat Von D because I stopped buying it when it changed to KVD. But I have a lot of lipsticks and lip glosses from Kat Von D. I have her a few palettes. So, the reason why I don't want to share like every single thing that I do, because once again, I'm not here to try to sell you something. I'm here because I want to talk to you. I want to tell you what's going on in my life. I want to get advice from you. You know, if you ever want to tell me the truth, just tell me. I don't care. If you want me to better my audio, if you want me to better my video, whatever, you want to hear something or you want to see something specifically. Now, am I gonna go rushing and trying different makeup and all that stuff? No, I actually haven't really bought makeup because I have so much that it's overwhelming. I did recently buy a palette, but I then got a mystery palette and then I ended up getting like 3 more. So, which is fine. And I think that's enough for me for a very long time. But I never want to sell you anything. Why? I've been broke. I know what it's like to not have money. And I know what it's like to see these influencers just bragging like, look, I went shopping, da, da, da. And yeah, I have my hauls and all that stuff, but you know, it's not something that I can like put a link to, you know what I'm saying? So she told me that and I was like, well, you know what, it's actually, and I'm honest, it's a lot of work to find that palette to see if it's still around or this or that, whatever, then copy paste and this and that and that. It's a lot of work, to tell you the truth. And I'm a person who, this is not, one, my job. 2, I have my job which is very, very crazy and wild, that I don't have time. Sometimes I edit my videos at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning just because I want to give you guys something. Because every time I don't upload, I get questions like, are you okay? Is everything okay? What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. And let me tell you, if there's anything going on in my life, I think you guys would be the first one to know if anything negative or positive or up and down or you know, a high or low in my life. You guys are going to be the first one to know. And the reason why is because to me, you guys are like a family. And I want you guys to be updated on everything that's going on in my life. Now, sometimes I may, you know, just be like, I don't really want to talk about this situation that's happening in my life right now, but I will eventually. And I've done that before. But back to the whole thing. I've realized that I have a lot of people in my life who put this pressure on me. Like, they expect me to have this huge channel. Let me tell you, if that were to happen, I will be so grateful. So grateful. I would do giveaways with my own money that I go buy stuff, do giveaways and stuff like that. And I would give back to my community. I would do this and I would do that, just because I've always told myself, if I ever were to make it that big in YouTube, I'm going to use the money, obviously, to help me and my mom, because I don't want my mom to work until she's dead. You know, I think the first thing that I would do if I make it big would be to tell my mom, like, hey, we can officially sell our business and I can provide for us. Like, the channel's making that. And if that day were to come, that would be great. I would love that. That's like one of my goals. But I'm not doing it because I want to buy things. I want to make it because I want to be able to tell my mom one day, hey, Mom, we don't have to go clean houses anymore. I make enough money for me and you to pay or rent or mortgage or whatever the case may be at that time where it happens. And then when I feel like I'm making even more, I want to give back to the subscribers, to, you know, etc. But before I get to any of that, I feel like I need to be honest. I am not here to sell you anything. I'm here to show you things that I find. I don't go finding the viral things on Marshalls and I'm there all the time. And I stopped listening to influencers. I stopped watching them constantly, because it was like every time I turned on YouTube, it was like I'm watching every single influencer. What are they buying? What do they like? Da, da, da. And this is what I realized. Every single one of them is fake. And I know that sucks because we grew up with them and all that stuff. But I realized that every single one is working for a paycheck. No one's honest anymore. No one's buying products and being honest. Everyone's buying shit or getting things sent to them, and then they're like, I need you to tell your audience this and this and this. That will never be me, okay? And another person told me, hey, why don't you reach out to brands? Why don't you, no, I don't need brands to send me shit. I have way too many, okay? Way too many. And another reason why I do this is because I want to be able to use all of my makeup. I don't want it to let it sit here. I don't wear makeup all the time. I work Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday, and I could wear makeup, but I make the choice not to because, I mean, I'm not trying to impress my clients. I just want them to like my cleaning, But this is a way for me to use my makeup, and makeup for me has always been therapy, sitting down and just looking at eyeshadows and saying, okay, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna it has always been therapy. Makeup, skincare has always been therapy for me. And I don't want for you to think that I'm doing this because I want to be wealthy. I want to do this and I want to sell you. No, like I think I actually talked to a friend about this. She was like, once you make it big, what would you be selling? I wouldn't be selling makeup, believe it or not. I would be selling hoodies and stuff like that because I don't know if you guys know, but I'm always wearing a fucking sweater or hoodie or whatever because I love them. And when I'm recording, I like to be comfortable. I like to sit down and feel like I'm talking to my best friend or my homegirls or, the guys or, like I love sitting down with a full glam, talking to you guys about something, crazy that happened in my life because all the craziness happens to me. But I'm not going to be like all the other influencers who are going to try to sell you something. Does that make sense? Like I just don't. That's why I stopped watching all the influencers. It's because I felt like every single time they upload it, it's like, hey, go buy this. Hey, go buy that. Like, and it got to the point where I think the community just was like, like we're done, Now, if you are interested to know what brand I'm using, etc., I will try to remember what I'm wearing on the video that I upload, but I can't guarantee you that I know exactly because I'm always changing foundation. I like to mix them up. Like I use Wet n Wild. Like today I use this one from Neutrogena. It's just like a tint and I like it, it's just, it gives me a nice little glow. But moral of the story of all this is don't expect me to be like every other freaking influencer because I'm not going to be that, okay? I'm not going to be that just because that's a lot of work and I don't got the fucking time, okay? And even when I do get the time, when this becomes my number one job, I'm still not gonna do that. It's just, how can I describe this? Okay, so like, this happened to me right when I became a US citizen. Everyone was like, hey, how do you feel? I'm the same person. Oh my God, how does it feel to be a US citizen? Nothing's changed. I'm just a US citizen. Like, yeah, obviously accomplishing that goal was amazing. I was so happy and everything, but my way of thinking, my way of being did not change. I did not become a person who's like, oh my God, look, like, I'm a citizen and I can only sit with citizen people. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that tends to happen a lot with the Hispanic community when they become a US citizen. They lose their shit and they think they're above everybody. And let me tell you, I'm not that person, okay? I'm not that person. I can be the richest person and I would still go buy at Ross, Burlington, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. I love shopping there. Okay. And then I also like my high end shit, you know, like perfumes and stuff like that. But like, I don't think I will ever buy like a super high end like purse, you know? All of my luxury purses are fake. They're not real. And I will be honest with you. I don't think I will ever buy a real luxury bag. And here's why. I don't see myself traveling with them because I feel like you carrying a luxury anything to a different country is a red flag. You know, like if I travel, I'm gonna be carrying the cheapest thing I have, because if it goes missing or if it gets stolen or if it gets lost, I'm not really gonna care. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm still gonna buy fake luxury bags. I can't say never, but I don't see myself ever buying a real authentic luxury bag unless it's like a used one or something like that. But still, I don't even know if I would get a used one. I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna change. I'm still gonna be who I am. I'm still gonna, you know, just sit down and talk to you guys about random stuff that's going on in my life. But don't expect me to try to sell you anything. Now, if I am like, hey, you guys, this is my lipstick and I love it, like, you know, if you're looking for this type of shade, I recommend this. I will do that, you know, but I'm not going to be like, oh my God, you need to buy all these things. Or, you know, like, you know, I heard that this is the best thing ever and I'm going to go get it. Like, honestly, lately I've just been buying just like lip products, just lip balms, lip stuff, you know, because it's winter and I, you know, need to always have in stock like lip stuff because my lips are always super dry. But what I've realized is people want me to go one direction and I'm not going that direction. I know what they want me to do. They want me to become an influencer. And it's like, I don't consider myself an influencer. I feel like that word is a lot of responsibility and I want nothing to do with it. I just want you guys to see me as just a homegirl where, you know, a lot of people have told me like, oh, I watch your videos while you're doing your makeup. Like, I'm doing my makeup, you're doing my makeup, you're doing your makeup, or like I'm doing my makeup and you're just talking about something random. And I'm okay with that. I love that because guess what? When I get ready to film or do my makeup, I listen to a podcast or I listen to a YouTube, another person just randomly talking about random shit. But I love that. I love that a lot of people tell me like, hey, I watched your video while I did my makeup and we got ready together. Like, I love that. But I'm not going to tell you guys like, hey, go buy this because you need it in your collection. I'm not going to do that because I don't know your financial and I don't care either. You know, I don't want to make people feel bad. And I think that's another reason why I stopped doing like eating videos with you guys. I'm still gonna do hauls because I just love doing hauls and just saying like, oh, I bought this because like this and that and that, whatever. But I'm not gonna be like, you need to go buy this, you know, because it's the best thing ever. No. And I feel like we became influenced to be a certain way and dress and do our makeup a certain way and all that stuff because we kept watching gurus just telling us what to fucking do, and it got annoying, to tell you the truth. Like, I was like, okay, this is becoming crazy. Like it just, I don't know how to describe it. I don't want you to think that I'm going to be that human. Like, you know, like if you guys want to talk about a certain topic, let me know. You can always email me. You can always, how do you call this? You can always, how do you call this? Leave me a comment down below and tell me what you guys want to talk about or like a topic or whatever the case may be. Like, I've seen way too many influencers just literally be so fake to their fans. It's wild. Like, wild to me. And I don't want to be that. Like, I'm not trying to promote that or be that in any way or form. I want to always be honest and, like, you know, tell you guys, like, hey, you know, like, this product really works for me. And if you have oily skin, or, you know, like, you have this issue, like, you know, you guys can use this, take a screenshot. But I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna put every single thing that I use, because y'all, I do my makeup and I forget what shade I use, what palette I use. Like, my brain sucks, okay? My memory sucks, okay? So if you guys want to know a certain thing, I will try to remember, but I can't guarantee I'll know the answer. But, you know, I try my best to just be as honest as I can be. I don't talk different. The way you guys see me is how my friends see me. Nothing's changed. I don't change anything about me. And I plan on not doing that. So I know this is a very odd video, but I just wanted to put it out there just because I've had a few people like tell me like, hey, you need to be doing this. Like, I had so many people tell me you need to do OnlyFans. Y'all, if I were to do OnlyFans, I know the commitment of OnlyFans. And I don't have the time or the commitment for that, okay? And I know people are like, and you know, you don't have a husband, you don't have a boyfriend, you don't have a child. And I'm like, I understand that. And I don't have any of those things because I don't want to have any of those things. But just because I may never be a mom because I don't want to be a mom, or I never want to be in a relationship because I don't want a relationship, doesn't mean that I should go ahead and do that. Like, here's the way I see OnlyFans. If you really truly need it, go ahead. You do you. You do your thing, okay? But there always comes consequences to making easy money. And I know we're going to say OnlyFans is not easy money. It is easy money, okay? It is. You just send a few pictures, a few videos, you talk to a dude or you talk to a guy, a woman or whatever, and you get a few coins. Props to you, okay? But this is the way I think it. I eventually am going to have a boyfriend. Maybe we'll get remarried. Even though I keep saying I probably won't. You never know. It could happen. But I would like to respect whoever I date in the future. And I've told this before. I don't want them looking me up and see my legs all wide open. Or, you know, doing it with someone else. Like, I would literally, if I were to do OnlyFans, I would never, ever date anybody. Ever. Like, no sex, no nothing. Nothing. I would literally not do anything because I don't know. I can't really describe why I would be that way, but that's my way of mentally processing. Is if I were to do that, it would be my fully on career. And I don't want that, you know. I don't want to be known as a adult entertainment. I want to be known as just a person who just is on YouTube, you know. Now, if more doors open in the future, obviously that would be amazing. Like, I would love to, you know, maybe act or whatever, you know, not getting like a lead role or anything. But I think it would be cool to like just be open to opening door, you know. But I'm not made for OnlyFans, okay? Whenever I date someone and it gets serious, I want him to only see my goodies, you know? Like, I don't want to share my goodies with everybody. And there was a time where I made an OnlyFans account because I just wanted to see what it was all about. I didn't make like a profile for me to like become a customer, as in like to like what are OnlyFans people call OnlyFans models? I didn't open that type of account. I opened like an actual account just to see like how they promote it and everything. And honestly, it was a little overwhelming, and I got a little stressed out because I was like, if it's easy, then I will like upload my sex stories there. Obviously, that would be the only thing I would do, but I felt like it was very complicated. It was way too complicated for me, and it got to the point where I was just overwhelming, and I had the app, and I was like, you know what, fuck this, like, nay, I ain't doing that. So I just want to be known as just, you know, your typical girl next door who's gonna come with you for the, you know, coming with you with tea, because all the crazy shit happens around me, you know, my friends tell me crazy stuff, you know. So that's what I want to be known as. I don't want to be a huge influencer or like an OnlyFans model. Like, I feel like I'm better than that. I feel like I don't think I can pull off being an OnlyFans model. I don't think I can pull it off being in any type of model, you know? Like, I just want to be me, and, you know, I just want to make y'all laugh. Like, I feel like I make a lot of people laugh, and I love that about me. Like, I tend to take my trauma and turn it into laughter. But I just want you guys to just see a just normal human being who just loves makeup and loves to talk about shit and, you know, stuff like that. But I'm not gonna try to sell you anything, okay? Let me just make that very fucking clear, because everyone's been like, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to reach out to brands. One, if I were to reach out to brands, they're gonna laugh at me, because they're gonna be like, girl, you only have like 300 and something subscribers. I don't have that many. So, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not like putting the pressure, like I need to have this amount of subscribers at this amount of time. You know, I'm letting it just be. You know, I'm letting this be something as a hobby, and then eventually it be my job. But until then, this will be a hobby, and I love it. Like, I love sitting down and just talking to you guys, and even though you guys can't respond, that would be cool. I may do a live. I don't know when though. Like, maybe I'll do a live soon. But, you know, I want to like be able to interact with you guys. Like, sit down, do my makeup, and get ready for dinner or something with a friend. To just talk to you guys, and you guys can tell me like, oh, you should wear this or you should wear that. But I'm not going to ever try to tell you how to wear your makeup, how to do your makeup, none of that shit, okay? I'm never going to do that, or what you need to be buying, or what's the best thing ever, because guess what? What may work for you, what may work for me may not work for you, okay? And what may work for you may not work for me. And that's just a reality, okay? Like, the amount of foundations that I bought because influencers were like, this is the best for oily skin, and then I would buy it, and then I looked like a dumbass because they wouldn't work on my skin, you know? It's just, I'm being honest and blunt here with you guys. I'm just not that person anymore, okay? And I will never be that. Like, if a brand reaches out to me and they're like, hey, we want you to promote our stuff, I'm like, okay, send it, let me try it. And then I will determine if I like it or not. And you don't like that answer, then then screw you. Then, you know, you're just trying to sell sells, you know, you're just trying to sell views or whatever you're trying to sell. But can you tell I'm frustrated because I've been feeling the pressure from ex-friends, and I know they're not in my life anymore, but still, like, this has been sitting in my head forever. And it's not just ex-friends. My ex-husband, the second I told him that I was doing this like YouTube thing, he immediately was like, we're gonna be millionaires. And I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you? I'm gonna be the millionaire. You are not, okay? Because my money is my money. Because he kept stealing all my shit, you know? But, but yeah, I'm sorry this is a long video. Sorry, but that's it. Peace out. Take care. Bye-bye.